Hi there, everybody. This is Michael Sherman, gardening, woodworking, and more. Just an updated garden tour. This has taken over a couple weeks of time, basically since my last video I posted. Between then and now, a couple weeks. And here we go. Good morning, everybody. So here's my job today is we harvested all the the squash. And now we have the empty vines, mostly empty. That one's immature and I'm not gonna use it. We have too many already. So gonna get rid of this. Gonna get rid of my other butternut squash down that way. And then replant it with I'm thinking green beans for the trellis over there. This one I may do, I don't know, maybe some more summer squash or I'm not sure. Haven't made up my mind yet. I gotta look through my seeds and figure out what I'm gonna do there. And that's about it. This is me taking out my acorn spaghetti squash mix. Here I am taking out my butternut squash vines after the harvest and just cutting it and removing it off. I have a cucumber on the other side I'm adjusting right now, and then that's about it. Hey everybody, just giving a garden update. It's been a while. So here it is. We got our peppers. This is serrano chilies. They're starting to go. Got some cayenne peppers. Waiting for those to turn red and make some chili pepper. What do you call it? Chili sauce out of it. Still got my strawberries. They're getting babies now. They're running everywhere, so I have to cut those off. I got my sweet potatoes are going crazy. Like crazy. Everywhere they're going crazy. And we're getting a lot of those fig-eating beetles. Oh, look at that. Look what we got here. Check this out, guys. Look at who is joining us. Mr. Grasshopper. Yeah, well, you know what? I got enough to share. I got a lot of leaves to share, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, lots of sweet potatoes. Going through my plum tree here. I planted a whole bunch of onions and stuff here, and the cats have been digging up, and I haven't been able to. Nothing's growing here. You'd think I'd have a little bit here, but nothing. So I don't know if it's the mulch or it's got a bad batch of seed or what, but nothing's growing. My new blueberry is doing pretty well. Sunflower is blooming, quite pretty. There's a bee. There's a bee on that. There he is. So, got some tomatillos also. They're starting to produce. That's the first for me this year, tomatillos. Cucumbers are barely survived a really bad mite infestation, spider mite. But I had planted new ones about maybe 5 days ago or so. I don't see any popping up yet, but any minute now they'll pop up in here. I planted some just, once those come up, I'm gonna cut these other older ones off. And they will be gone. And we'll have a new crop. Before the wintertime hits, I should be able to get another harvest out of them. These sweet potatoes are finally growing because the squash was shading them so much that they weren't growing too much. So now they're starting to take off. I got some red long bean, like green beans, but red, basically. Planted here. They're gonna take the place of the squash I had. My Malabar spinach is actually doing pretty well, and they have some really neat flowers on them. Check those out. Kind of pretty pink little flowers. So those are kind of cool. They're doing well. They're growing about up to here right now. So Here's some more sweet potatoes. Like I said, my sweet potatoes are going nuts. They're just going crazy. Yes, I'm on a street. This is my street. So my front garden is actually on the street. Rhubarb's doing well. More Malabar spinach growing. They're doing well. First time for that. I think next year I can use it because this year's kind of just getting established. Yeah, my artichoke. Oh, not artichoke. What do you call it? Rhubarb. I got some pepperoncinis. I figured these are pepperoncinis, really small ones, but I believe they're pepperoncinis. My chocolate bell peppers are getting sunburned, so I may have to get shade for them so they're not burnt. This beauty, check this out. This is really pretty flower. This is a Italian. That's kind of a neat. It turns out a different color in the camera. It looks white, but it looks almost silver in the camera. But those are Japanese kukuzi squash. Not Japanese, sorry. Italian kukuzi squash. A relative, I believe, of the loofah gourd. They're just long zucchini-like squashes that hang down. They will take the place of my Seminole pumpkin that I'm about to harvest. You'll see those in a minute. About to harvest those and remove the vine. Like I said, the sweet potatoes are just going. Some of this is pumpkin, but wherever you see pumpkin, you see sweet potato also. They're going crazy. My sweet potatoes. But you see the pumpkins right there. They're turning. Got a lot of pumpkins up in there. So they're doing well. My artichoke, I think it got too much water, too much moisture. It rotted. I'm kind of hoping it comes back, but it doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. It looks dead. So yeah, ants in there. This is still firm, so that's interesting, but this is toast. So my only hope is if it grows from a sucker, from the root, I'd be happy. But I'm gonna leave it in there to see if it shoots up a sucker. Yeah, sweet potatoes. Just, I don't know. It's a lot. We'll do a harvest video on that. But these pumpkins, let me come on the other side, I'll show you. They're doing good. They're not huge. I mean, they're pretty good size, but they're not like giant pumpkins. My hand. So they're about, 4 or 5 pounds or so ish. Something like that. This one's a little smaller one. Haven't actually tasted any yet, but we have quite a bit of them. If you look in there, we got quite a few. A lot of those guys in there. Tons. 30 of them or so, I'm guessing. We harvested 3 cantaloupes already. Here's 4 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a few of those. I got another plant over there for you. This is cotton, like actual cotton, like you make for clothes and stuff. So I'll show you. Those are gonna pop open pretty soon. Not super. Another few weeks probably. Some of these will be popping open, but I grow those for my my wife. I make her cotton balls. Here's some summer squash. These are little baby ones. This guy's about done, I think. He's not going to be long for the world. There's a more mature cantaloupe. Here's a little baby cantaloupe. And here's one that's probably ready to be picked. Looks like ready to be picked. Yeah, I'm going to call that ready. So I've been told you pick them by pulling gently, and they're ripe when they come off really easy. So, yep, that came right off. Didn't even have to tug it. So here's cantaloupe. Not the best look on the outside because it got aphids and it left a lot of the black sooty stuff on there, but it shouldn't affect the fruit any. Just wash it off really well. So that's it. This guy, I'm gonna let those grow, and as soon as most of those harvest, the bigger ones, I'll take that out too and plant something else. What else do I got over here? Watermelon. That one, I damaged the tendril, so I don't know when it's ripe, but it's pretty big. It's not tiny, it's not huge, but it's, you know, pretty good size. Not sure if it's ready or not yet. Doesn't look like quite yet. And I have one more over here. See that guy hiding next to my garlic? That one looks like it's gonna be bigger. So we'll see how that works out. This is my zucchini. I think something funky's going on with the leaves. They don't look normal. So we'll see how that goes. And then I got zucchini I planted right there. Little guy growing for the second harvest. That's regular like black beauty. My old corn, my red corn. And then I got, these are black beans. Cherokee black beans I'm growing on there. Just a few, just to try it out and see how sorry about the noise. It is my front yard. So we got some okra. This guy might be ready soon to pick. That guy right there is red okra, and I also got green okra here too that looks like it might have a few ready on it. We're not quite yet. Almost ready. They're a little small. They get ready fast. You got to be on it, otherwise you get too firm, too woody. Here's some gardenia, or not gardenias, marigolds planted from seed. They're past my knees. They're pretty tall, those guys. Got some green beans here. They're just sprouted. You kind of see them, they're just coming up. Just coming up. And then I planted a bunch of other stuff here, and I don't see anything growing. Oh wait a minute, I got one. I got something. What's this? That looks like kale or something. Well, that's good. For a minute there, I thought it was a loss, but hey, I'll take one out of none. I planted beets, I planted rutabaga, I planted kale, parsnip, and the beans over there. I planted a bunch of stuff in here, and that's the only thing I see grow, so we'll see as it goes on. And we'll go to the backyard. Okay, my backyard. Don't laugh at my grass. I'm actually going to get rid of it, like, soon. But my dragon fruit is blooming. It's got a ton of flowers on it. There's one there. One flower, they're big flowers, huge flowers. They're beautiful when they open up. I'll have to try to get a picture. I have some old pictures of them from last year. I got this for my tomatoes, and I have tomatoes, so they're in the way, and I can't put it out yet. That's called bad planning, bad timing. So here's some papayas. They're growing. Gonna try to sell some of those guys. Sugarcane I got growing. They're doing well. Fig trees just loaded. I already harvested 3 flats, and I didn't even touch half the tree. Chicken fertilizer from my chickens, and just putting that out under the trees. My herbs are doing well. Rosemary, cilantro is blooming. Sage, oregano, nutgrass, dill, chives, basil, and corn. Got some more corn. This is chamomile. You can't see it. Chamomile, like for tea. Corns are just silken. That's pretty cool. My second crop this year, so that's a first. Able to do 2 crops. Yes, my garden's a mess. I have carrots, a couple onions. My grapes are doing okay. They're starting to second fruiting, looks like, or something. nutgrass, the bane of my existence right there. Hate it. Can't get rid of it. Very difficult. Look at that. A lot of grapes right here. Look at that. Wow. Like 3 bunches right there. Wow. Cool. We'll see how they turn out. They usually get mold and they don't make it. So just harvested my tomatoes. I'll fit in some pictures in here, but I harvested them. Kale's growing all over the place. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of that. This is black sesame seed I got. So something's eating it. I don't know what it is, but first time growing this too. It looks like it's about to bloom. Pretty cool. This is also black sesame, and that one's also black sesame. And I got some beets that came up voluntarily. A celery that came up voluntarily underneath the bean leaf. Can't really see it too good. Let's see if I can zoom in. There it is, right there, the leaf. Oh, right there. And it's got some green beans here. And we'll be planting. I'm going to take a lot of these seeds from my asparagus and plant them in 4-inch pots and see if I can't sell some, or at least grow more for me, because I don't have enough. Tomatoes are doing good. The thing's about the size of my hand. They're pretty big. Some are small. The ones over here, can't see them. Behind that leaf, they're pretty small. That one's pretty big. Anyway, that's about it. Collard greens. Haven't had a lot of time. I downsized my landscape business because just with the COVID regulations and the risk involved, I'm not big enough to absorb any damages. So I decided to just go back to my working for myself. Here's my chickens. They're still babies. Say hello, ladies. Say hello. They like to. Hi. Yeah. They're pretty friendly, pretty quiet. That one, for some reason, is older. It's developing bigger. But these ladies are for eggs. They got lots of room back there. Hard to tell. Lots of room. That feeder right there. This water. Let's see if I can get a picture. That water right there. That is the best chicken water in the world, in my opinion. It never gets dirty. It always has water. It's hooked up to a main line, and it's basically like a toilet tank with feeders that hooked to it. It is the best. Don't have to clean it out. Don't have to fill it up. It's awesome. So that's pretty cool. So anywho, hi ladies. Hello ladies. Give them some collard greens today. They're munching on it. Turned it up pretty good. Give them some tomatoes. They love those things. So that's about it. Sorry for the long absence. I have been very busy kind of liquidating stuff from my business. Selling 3 trucks and equipment and paperwork and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been fun, but we're doing okay. Thanks a lot, and share and like and subscribe and all of that stuff. See you again soon. Bye. This big guy grabbed a moth on my light fixture, and I got to film him close up munching it down. I thought it was pretty cool. Up close and personal. It's amazing how their mouth parts move and are flexible. Pretty amazing. Slurping it up like spaghetti. Yummy goodness. Goodness. Pretty amazing. This is one of our cantaloupes we harvested about 5 days ago or so. This harvest is our tomatoes. Can't see the aromas underneath the cherries, but they're there. It's quite a few. It filled up a whole pot, minus the large ones. That was from today, August 8th. This is our fig harvest from less than half the tree. We have quite a few. Trying to keep them all from going bad. May have to can some of these guys.